From a team in black and white to a great sausage roll, talking stories of new and old.
From this special place that is yours and is mine.
Lads and lasses, welcome to the talk of the time.
Whoa, talk of the time. Whoa, talk of the time. Whoa, talk of the time. Whoa, talk of the time.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Episode 5
Yes.
of Talk of the Tyne.
Yes.
It's that time again where we get to have fun and do a lot of unscripted stuff that we haven't planned, and then sit and laugh at it afterwards when we're editing it and leave it in. As always, you know, big thanks for watching and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to bore you with all that, but it's certainly grown. You know, words on the street, people are talking about it and talking to us about it, which is always a good sign. Because at the minute we're just like a baby plant and we need water to grow.
We certainly do.
And use all the water when you're talking and sharing and commenting on Facebook posts.
We are the plants.
That's watering the plant,
So
you
it
see.
goes, you see.
So that's called watering the plants.
Watering.
Watering. So that's where we're at. So that's that out the way.
Yes.
And basically, what it was just actually earlier today that I came across this thing, and there was for the first time in ages,
Right.
I seen a little lad in the street the day, and I thought, wow, that's a rarity, a kid playing out. And as I've drove past him,
I get what you mean. Like,
as I drove past him the day, he's actually sitting on an iPad in the street.
so he's out playing, but he's on the
Well,
iPad.
he's not playing out with his mates and out, but I just thought, oh, has he got a football or something, and then as we got closer to him, he's sitting on his iPad in the street, and I'm like, what's happened? How have times changed where, when we were kids and that, why that, it was football or it was leave or hide and seek, knock door danger.
Yeah, I mean, my two little ones, I've got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. They're quite, I wouldn't say obsessed, but they'll go on, they'll play on the iPad, watch kid YouTube.
Right.
And I'll say, oh, do you want to go outside and play curbs? You remember curbs?
Curbs out of the ball and that.
I
And
don't
they
know.
probably look at you you're stupid.
No, she was like, Dad, I don't know what curbs is. Like, you don't know what curbs is?
But
It's my favourite game.
and like you say, but like summer's nights, in the street, you're out at 8:30 back then, and that was a big thing.
Your mum shouting, your tea's ready.
When them street lights come on, that's when you come in.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And
it's normally about 7:30 for me. It was.
I just wonder, mobile phones and it's although that's the new thing, right? And it's obviously the way of the times, and it's obviously not going to go back unless there's we're decorating and that, how old wallpaper came back.
Yes.
Unless someone's going to invent playing out again, and the kids all going to go get, what's this new thing? What do you mean I can go out in the street? What do you mean I can go out in the street and hide in people's gardens till I'm found? You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Right, I talking about playing out. My favourite game of playing out, right, was Knocky Door Danger.
Do you know what that's called now though?
What's
It's called working for Amazon.
Working for Amazon.
Put the boss on the doorstep.
Knocking on the door, taking a picture,
and running off. Aye. It's like you take a £500 watch or something, but it's Harry just near the doorstep. Do you know what I mean? No one will bother with it.
Hopefully the local burglar will pass and pinch it.
I just feel like getting the address for one of these delivery drivers and going sitting on his doorstep all day while he's at work and just taking these parcels. To play that game. But you know what it is, right? Seriously though, like we've just said though, and you're saying your kids and all that are part of this culture, this change in the ways we're kids now. I know a lot of kids, a lot of parents these days are apprehensive because of, there's bad things going on in the world.
No,
again, we're not that. We're not that podcast, but we're well aware, and that's perhaps why these things have changed the way they have. But have they changed for the better? That's what I'm asking. And why I'm asking that, Nathan, is to follow on from that.
Yeah.
We're talking about this on a phone call yesterday or the day, I can't remember. And it leads on to the other night. I was watching a film called Adolescence
Oh yes,
on
I have seen
Netflix
that,
with
yeah,
Stephen
yeah.
Graham, and the laddie
Yeah.
kills the lass from school, and it's all about emojis. And
Yeah,
the
it is,
police
yeah.
officer thinks like it's a murder, and he's coming in looking for forensics, and then the son of the cop was like, "No, Dad, it's in front of your eyes." But because of his dad's not like savvy with like modern technology and what kids are doing, he doesn't realize that these like little pictures of fruits and all that mean words, and the kid was getting bullied, but he's getting bullied in like a code.
Yeah, which is like like on the program it was like a smiley face and a aubergine is that what it's called?
And it was like
like
he was ugly, or he was gay, or he
a
was
raindrop.
Aye,
And it's like and it's like sort of a code thing, but even in this day and age, kids do use them sort of like Snapchat and stuff like that to communicate.
I've seen kids in that, right? Like literally, like like the phone's like non-stop, and I've said to like the parents have been sat with the parents are like, what the hell are they doing? Like that phone, it's like it's like a heart monitor, like in the hospital, and they're like, oh, he's doing his streaks. There was this like Snapchat thing where you had so much time to reply, and then they had to reply to it. It was like a game of like what I would call a game of Snap. And now when your kids playing cards, you had to get your card in quickest.
It's like it's sort of a thing where if someone sends you a thing, you got to get, and the more you get, like the more rewards you get, sort of thing.
I just didn't get it.
No,
like I didn't get it one bit, because I just began to think like, well, like these kids are like we've just said, I think that there's so much more in the world to be seen. And I mean, like when you talk to your kids, right, like in 20 years time, 30 years time, and you talk to them about heritage and sightseeing, they're going to be like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like they're not going to be, unless the parents are genning them up on it, like about the heritage that like my granddad used to always tell us about the shipyards and all. So for me, I had someone around us that, and obviously I was still of an age where swan hunters were still active, and so I was able to take that in. But kids of today, like, where's this leading? And I'll tell you another thing, right? Like, I remember not long ago, I don't know, talking with Alan Shearer, and Alan Shearer made a statement, and he said they were talking about like in Newcastle, like when's the next Alan Shearer going to come through? You know, like through the youth.
Yeah.
And he said, well, until kids start playing out with footballs, then like it's not going to happen as quick, because football now has become a thing where they go to like the boys club wars and boys club if you're not local on a Thursday night, but they don't play out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the front street with the football with the pals. You know, it's very rare these days, and because of that, and Shearer said like when I'm out and I'm talking to kids now, and I like say, oh, like about your football, oh well, when I play on FIFA, I play such and such. They've not got no like their own stories of
It's all like a social, like a social side of it. Like not like, I know what you mean. Like as in like you're not going out and playing, but you're doing it on a video going, so it's like a virtual.
And I think I think it doesn't just stop there as well. I think a lot of it subconsciously, maybe it's for a lot of us included, because we're all victims of it. I think in society, we're also affected by it. And the reason I say that, right, and I was scratching my head when I was going to talk about this and write it down, like what notes like to talk about.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can really relate to, like when I thought back, like when like off the top of my head, when did this change happen?
Yeah.
In adults, right? The way we look at the world, the way we look at others, and the way we judge others. Like you talk about like adolescence before. And I strongly believe, like I think it was born like when Big Brother and that came out in reality TV. So you've got like, so now you've got like Love Island, you've got like.
Do you know what I've realised with that sort of reality TV? And we're literally having this conversation.
Yeah.
Literally about 2 days ago. We're just chatting, me and Georgia, about it. And when you watch the TV, and like basically we were sitting in, and it was me that said it. And I said, Georgia, do you know what? Like, you know, for instance, Britain's Got Talent. Look at Britain's Got Talent. I went, I bet he's like a boring kind of person, you know. And actually, I didn't even know the
You don't know,
person.
and again, what you've got to remember is,
It's
right,
like I was like judging him.
he's been there for 12 hours that day, probably, with queuing and all that, and blah, blah, blah. And they've edited 12 hours of his time, probably. I would say, what? They've probably got about an hour's footage of this bloke.
Yeah.
And he's probably been walking around, happy as Larry, blah, blah, blah. And they've edited it in such a way that he's come across as. And we in society, we don't just do it on TV. We've now carried it into the real world. Because I know, like, lasses will laugh because, like, the bitch about what she's wearing and all that. But there is a thing now in society where I think people have got, like, a false sense of power when they see people that they feel as though now they've got the right to be outspoken, like, about this power. Like, it's not just on telly anymore. Like, they see someone on the street and they look at them and go, oh, he's homeless. What? Well, why?
But do you know what, right? My personal opinion on it, right? If I'm walking down Northumberland Street, right? If you're not from Newcastle, Northumberland Street's a big street in Newcastle. All those shops down there.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see a guy sitting on the street, and you know, people look and go, oh, he's been on drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't look at them like I look at them and I think he has a story. His story.
There's a story in there.
You know, is he homeless because he was in the army?
Yep.
Is he homeless because you know something's happened to him? And you know what? I actually go over and I'm like, "Are you all right, mate?
Yeah.
Like, do you need anything?"
Yeah.
And you know, 9 times out of 10, I've had the best response. But put my hands up. Sometimes I've looked and go, "Oh, I'm not speaking to him because he looks like a bit of a wrong'un."
Yeah.
Sorry for using that word, but yeah, that.
You have got a right to judge in some cases for your own safety and well-being. That's only natural.
But he's probably been there. He's probably been like he's had a home, he's had a kid. Some things went wrong.
Well, of course,
you know.
In this is a common misconception that we all have. But I think what you've got to be careful of is this power can become too much. And by saying that, there was you can see this on YouTube if you have a look for it, and it's Darren Brown, you know, like the mind control guy.
Oh yes,
and he had a live audience, right? And he had what he said was a plain normal guy who was totally oblivious to anything, and he'd been putting in with his mates, 3-4 of them. They were all mic'd up and pieced up to Darren, because he had Darren, and everywhere that he went that night, the bar staff and the other customers and everything were all actors too.
Okay.
And he had it mapped out, like, with his mates, like, right, we're going to go to the pub, to that bar first, then he's going to go there. And on the way, there was, like, they had, like, a fake cash machine, and, like, one of his mates was like, oh, like, put your card in there and get some money out for us, I brought no money. And then, like, Darren Brown was like, to the audience, like, right, A, his card gets chewed and he doesn't spit it back out. B, this happens. C, this happens. Vote now. And the audience, like, voted.
Right.
And they voted, and then, like, he went into the bar, and then a person went to walk past him and they said, right, when this person walked past him, he's going to either spill a drink on him, knock into him, or he's going to pull him and say, I recognise you from my past, you bullied us or whatever. But it was all, like, in the game, it was like ABC for the audience.
So like the audience sort of made that own sort of story up for his night in the pub.
For the whole night, they chose the worst outcomes every time. And at the end of it, it said, right, he's going to head home now, because, like, by this point, you can see the bloke's like, you couldn't write this. So they said, right, look, we're going to get him to return home. So, like, he's into his mates here saying, right, get it so that we're winding down now, and he's going to go home. And Darren Brown said, look, like, one last thing, he's going to bump into someone that's going to want, like, his loose change off him. Someone's going to come up and take his fish and chips off him. Yeah. Or he's going to get kidnapped in a van and tied up and gagged and taken away. And everyone was like, see. You could see, like, on the like the votes. Yeah. And here he got kidnapped, and they went to the end of the road, and there was a T-junction. And it showed him running out, and this van came and hit him. And then they cut the camera feed, and all the audience were like, what have we done?
They caused
what have we done? And then Darren Brown was like, straight, he's like, is he okay? Like, what's happened? Can he? And he, like, played along, and then they went, right, we're going to have to go to an advert break and all that. They came out, the audience were, like, crying and being sick and everything, right? Like, genuine. And Darren Brown was like, I've got one more secret to tell you. He's an actor too. basically we gave you the power tonight to choose what kind of night he had. And you chose the worst outcome possible. But again, it was that false sense of power.
Yeah.
And they chose. And until it backfired on them, because it didn't affect them, they were happy for it.
I'm going to have to go along. I'm going to have to go back and watch.
It's very, very...
Again.
And what we've just discussed there in the last 10, 15 minutes, it all kind of shows like the way kids are going to become and the world that we're living in is very opinionated and divisive. And a lot of it's down to this, I strongly believe. But yeah, so that winds up part one. As always,
Brilliant.
we'd like to jump over.
Hey, that was a quite an intense
Start to the
It
podcast.
was, yes.
I feel kind of better though now I've got off my chest.
Yeah, no.
But what I need now, I need a quick refreshment. So with that, while we grab a refreshment, we're going to leave you with a little advert for some great people with great businesses right here in the Northeast.
See you soon.
See you soon. So, anyways, getting back to the podcast, you know how I have these daft ideas?
You don't normally have daft ideas.
Well, I've had another one.
Oh, God, you have a guy.
It's talking about, you know, funny we've just been like condemning reality TV, and here am I about to bring up a reality TV show program. How good it would be, right? Because I just seen this thing on Facebook the other day. Talking about, it's not my year, it's somebody else's year that I know from school, like a couple of years above, and they're planning a school reunion.
All right, okay.
And I was like, oh, like I can't remember the last time I've ever been to one. Or anyways, got us thinking, and then you know the nighttime thoughts when I go to bed, and like the decide that I'm not going to sleep. What about, instead of like a school reunion, you had a school reunion, but it was in the classroom.
Right.
Like, so you got in touch with like X amount of kids from school or your year, and you got together and like you did like, you could either just do like a day, like in the half term when the kids are off.
Yeah.
And like if it was just like a daft little local YouTube thing, or if it went bigger, like it could start as like, you know, where it end up like.
You never know.
It end up weeks and weeks, and then they had to sit like the GCSEs at the end again now. And see, do you know what I mean?
I definitely feel that.
I think it would be a great concept for a TV show, just to see then and now, you know what I mean?
You never know.
So that's my idea. And I've patented it right here today. So if that ever appears on telly, I'm going to play this back as evidence in court. But one thing, right, if I did partake in it, right, there'd be one thing I would not partake in. I would have to set boundaries.
Boundaries.
No homework.
Do you know what? I never ever did homework.
Did you not?
Nah. Teacher, Nathan, you've got homework. Not doing it.
I'll tell you why I say that.
I never got wrong either.
Well, I was a Monday morning. I was a Monday morning. Like, I had my homework on someone's back. You know what I mean? We used to have like locker things in Burnside School, and I would like have someone like crouching in front of us with me homework on the back, like, but then I'd have somebody else's out of their bag copied it. Do you know what I mean? And then there must have come a time where a teacher in the school must have looked at it and thought, it's miraculous, like over like 52 weeks, them two have had the same marks every week.
It's been coming to your house for tea.
Just coincidence. But you know what it is, talking about homework, right? I really think it should be abolished. And I'm serious on this.
Yeah.
The reason I say it, you know, when we're talking about kids earlier on and like not playing out and all that kind of stuff now, homework takes away valuable time, and they've only got 2 days off, like a week to week I'm talking about, right? And like parents work most of the week, etc., and they have to like either, you know, get babysitters or the alternate shift so they can cater like you and your partner, you know, so you can be there for the kids.
You see, the thing is with my oldest Millie, she's 8, and she'll come in, she'll have like a maths homework or an English homework, and she really worries. She threats.
That's another thing.
She frets. She's like, Dad, I've got to do my homework. I'm like, Millie, it might be like 5-6 questions, but they're really hard.
But they can't enjoy the weekend, can they? Because they're just thinking about this, like, oh, I've got to get the homework done. I've got to get the and then like the level of homework as well. Some of the kids, like, I'm not like thick, but like I class myself as quite switched on, and I've seen some homework that's been handed out, and I've like went, haven't a clue, wouldn't have a Scooby.
Nah.
And honestly, I think like homework should be abolished so that kids can like enjoy themselves and have like a little bit of.
Do you know when you were like, you know, like you're talking about like homework and stuff like that? You know, like it's not. I totally get it with being maths and English homework, but like some of the homework was like like they'll like me littlest. They'll give her like a chat, like go home and like write about what you learned at school today. By
You see,
by the time we get home, they forgot.
you know, looking back though, we used to have to do that on a Monday morning, right? And I think it was either a couple of things, right? Right? Because the first thing you done on a Monday morning when I went to school, probably like middle school, I think it was more so. Maybe it's first school, maybe it's late at first school, I remember it briefly. The first thing they used to do was you say, right, get your writing books out, which had wallpaper on. You'd have to back your books back then, right? We had to back our books. I'm sorry, I'm showing my age here. And then
What kind of wallpaper was it? Like
just
1950s?
you had to, I don't know why you had to do it, to be honest. You know what I mean? You had to bring wallpaper in and cover your book. Like, what point in your life have you ever used that skill? Whoa, hang on. Don't pick that book up. It's all covered. Grab us some wallpaper. Do you know what I mean?
Did you paste it as well?
Huh?
Sorry.
So-
We're going off topic here.
So
but,
right? No, but no, like honestly, so I think like that lesson, right? We had to get them books, and then we had to write what we did at the weekend. Now I think it was either because the teacher was still hungover from the weekend, just couldn't be bothered with it in the Monday morning, and took that hour to like pull around, or I think they were just nosy.
Yeah. Well, you know now, right? Going to modern day, I've done some sort of like days in school where I've been a teaching assistant,
Right.
and now they have a thing called timetables rock stars, right? So it's on, talking about social media, it's on an iPad, right? And you log in and it's like your timetables, and every single day it was like, right, class in timetables rock stars, and they do that for an hour.
No.
Or all have iPads or laptops. And I
Wow.
just disagreed at this thought. Where's the old fashioned paper? You know, paper and pen.
Especially when you used to sit and do like your.
It's all
like,
encouraging the kids
You
to
had to
play
sit
on
and do
iPads.
like an essay or something like for English, and then your ink cartridge would run out in your pocket pen. You'd get another one, and it would start all over it, and you had to start again.
Do you know what I enjoyed? Right. Well, I didn't enjoy it. But say if you'd done something in the classroom, the teacher would get you to write lines.
Oh,
I won't never do this again. I will not speak to the teacher in this way.
Yeah.
I will not speak to the teacher this way.
I will not
you have
be
to
late.
write it like 200 times. At the finish, it would just be like a squiggle.
Yeah, you could just say how your handwriting is
It
tired.
went really neat, and then it just went,
Just
oh my
descended
god,
into chaos.
it's complete crap at the end.
I think that's where doctors are must have been, because you see
Well,
that.
talking of, I mean, no, we're going to speak about this, but I've worked in hospitals, right? And you look at the prescription, and it's meant to say paracetamol is a P with loads of like
Just a line.
squiggly lines, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, so what does that say? He's like,
What is it?
paracetamol. It definitely doesn't say paracetamol.
But you know what it is, right? Like
Definitely not.
The homework thing, right? Like with kids and that, you're talking about valuable time, right? I'm going to go on a rant, like
Oh, here we go.
strongly worded letter.
Yeah, that was strongly worded letter.
We're going to have to make this like a segment of the show. It's a strongly worded letter.
This is a public notice warning. Please listen carefully. There's things in life that make you mad. Don't let it get to you or make you sad. If you want to feel so much better, all you got to do is write a strongly worded letter.
And I think, right, last week we were out in the car. I can't think where we're going, where we'd been. And we ended up on the coast, like
Yeah.
Whitley Bay.
Yeah.
And like I pulled up at the traffic lights, and used to be a pub, and you've got all the arcades on the corner.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And it was rammed, right? And I mean like rammed, like I've never seen before. And then I noticed the rides were in on the links.
Oh, next to the Sponge City.
Well, what used to be Spanish City.
Yeah.
And it was chocker. And I mean, like
Couldn't get moved.
people were the traffic lights were changing like every couple of seconds because people were crossing constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is class to see, because when my childhood, when I went to Spanish City in the 6 weeks holidays and that was just the norm. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we went down at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
You book it in Spain and
No, well, even later in life, like you scan them in the bus, like when we're like older and allowed to go, you go in like a group, and you go down 10 o'clock in the morning, you still be there like 9 o'clock at night coming back, and like you could go out all day, like back then, like like a tenner or whatever it was, and that got you in the swimming pool, like the leisure pool back then, but it was just footfall, like busy. And then all of a sudden, like Whitley Bay, like even obviously the pub scene,
the nightlife as well, that's completely
just
gone.
completely gone, right? And now, like our coastline, which is like fabulous, we've talked about that as well in the past, right? It really is stunning, and it's been awarded, like the Long Sands Beach and all that's had awards, and it was just great. But like we get like flashes, like the rides that they come and go here and there, sparingly, and like the mouth of the Tyne, like the castle. The mouth of the Tyne festival comes, or a food festival comes and goes, and it brings like a splurt of people, and then they go away again, and it's just like Ghost City again, and then the council come out with all these leaflets and stuff in like social media pages, not like posts saying like, oh, footfall's down, and this one's going to try to, we've had like a marketing team look into that. You don't need a marketing team, man. You're answering your own questions are being answered in front of your eyes. And I'll give you an example, Nathan, why I'm saying this, right? The reason I'm so passionate about it is, obviously, we're from the Northeast. We want to see it do well. We don't want to see it suffer, right? But that being said, like, you go on the same days, like any week when the sun's out, right?
Yeah.
You go to South Shields.
Yeah. No, totally.
That Pleasure Beach thing, rammed. That high street from like the metro, like the town centre, there's just a flow of people going up and down. And then you've got Bent Park, music concerts like every 5 minutes, and some big names, but it's free. Like in North Tyne Council, charging like proper like pop ticket money wise. Like, come on, man, give something back to the people. Like, we're already suffering enough in the Northeast, and you're crying out for footfall, and like you've got the answers before your eyes. The answers are there, but like don't take the mick by putting astronomical prices on them.
It's just, like there's festivals like there's festivals that people do where it's once a year, but the footfall is amazing. Maybe if they had something like South Shields Fair, Pleasure Beach, something like that. That would boost Whitley Bay.
But wouldn't you think though, right? I'm not being funny, right? Two things, right? One, they invested a load of money in that dome, right? Which is now like a fish and chip restaurant, I'm led to believe. I've never been in. And so there would want footfall down there, like to go in.
Yeah.
You would want to create footfall.
I mean, I always go in the arcades. I mean, I'll take the bands into the arcade, and I enjoy it. There's a little bowling alley in there, but apart from that, there's a nice, there's a nice scream shop. But now really,
but that
now
bit,
exciting.
Like that bit of land, the links where the rides were, like it's not needed.
No.
If you took it away and put a permanent thing there with rides, you've still got the whole coastline with like green to walk.
Yeah.
What would you be losing? And then, all right, you'll get the do-gooders coming out and saying, but it'll bring anti-social behaviour and youth will be hanging around, and they're already hanging around on the beach. There you go down there on a weekend, they're hanging around and doing what they're doing and getting up to no good, because that's what kids do at that age. But like, they've got nothing to do. They've got nothing.
Do you know? I don't know if you were. There was a skate park somewhere along there.
It was indoor. There was. I remember it. But when I was a kid, one of the old arcades got made into an indoor one.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just bits of wood. But you know what it is? It was chocker.
I think it's next to just along from Blythe. There's loads of kids there. Why don't they put maybe a skate park there?
I just don't get it. And I mean, like you say, like even like the leisure pool and all that. I mean, when I was a kid, it was your go-to place and that. And it's just like it feels like and this is my opinion. Like, and I don't. I'm entitled to my opinion. Everyone is. And my opinion is, I feel like a lot of the bad that the saying's happening is it's being murdered. Some places are being murdered. They're not dying. They're being murdered, and I don't know what. I know, when you look at retail, you've got online and when you look at pubs, you've got your retailers again, your supermarkets selling cheap beer and the smoking. But there's always a reason for things. But when it comes to footfall, the proof's in the pudding. Put something on, people come out.
I'd be honest. I'd be honest. I mean, I am getting older, but I would more than happy sit in the house, watch a film, than go out because there's nothing to do.
There's just
You know
there's
what
nothing.
I mean?
Right, Nathan? That's part 2 up and done. I'm off to go and post this letter, right? And then
Strongly worded one.
Strongly worded one. And when I come back, I need a topic to really like subdue things. And I think I've got a belt. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, I've got a belter. So once again, a quick little advert for some brilliant people, and we'll see you back here for
See you
part 3.
soon, everybody.
Bye now. And welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Third and final part of week number 5.
Do you know what? It's mental. That's week 5, you know.
I've just been to that post box. Aye. That's it. Letter's gone. Don't know who to. I just put.
Well,
I just put.
You've just done it there. You never put any address on.
I have.
Oh.
I wrote on it.
To who it may concern.
To the person that's annoyed us. To the person that's annoyed us.
To whoever opens it.
Yeah, whoever's opened it. And I've put.
So if you ever receive a strongly worded letter by Junior, he won't. Because I tell you what, there's like a paragraph.
Just to make sure I got the attention, I put a few nettles in.
Aye. I bet you don't think a nettles thing. What do you use?
Oh no, I use dock leaves. Why?
No, I'm just asking. It's just a general question.
That's all right. And I was waiting for you to tell us that you used something else because I was more than like thinking that you would have. Like, I was expecting you to say I rub cucumber on myself or.
No, I use them for my eyes.
Right. Okay.
One podcast.
I was actually going to say to you there, right? Let's talk about something sensible, but then I've just realised what I'm about to come out with, and like, I've just.
So about something sensible. We're not sensible.
I've come up with a concept. Given that it's talk of the time, right? And given that like we've spent most of the night, being listen, quite serious and talking,
we need to be sensible because I am actually religious. So
well, look at that's about to go right out the window. That mate. I've come up with another idea, Nathan.
What? Come on.
A Geordie Bible.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. It's a belter.
I love the Bible as well.
It's a belter.
But now, I like this Bible.
The first things first, right? What you've got to do in order for it to work,
right,
you've got to get the main characters, like any story.
Okay.
List them and put people in them roles.
Right.
As though you were going to like do a stage play.
Okay.
So, starting at the top, the big man.
The big man.
The G-O-D. The dog.
The Godfather.
D-O-G, backwards. Dog. God. Right? And remember, Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Okay.
Right? God would be Bobby Robson.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Right? Because at the end of the day, he's wise.
He is wise.
He's a legend, and everyone respects him.
Yeah.
So no one's going to say no to War Bobby. Right?
No. So he's got
Jesus
would
be Alan Shearer.
100%.
Because he's got all like he's the most talented, skillful person that Geordie Land's ever produced.
Probably is, but he can't ride a bike.
Well, he can't ride a bike now. He fell off it, but we're not going there with that.
Sorry, Alan.
Sorry, Alan. We do apologise. But then, obviously, the takes were back because really, the main neck of the Bible, the highlight of the story, like if it was a film, like the crescendo of the film is the night in Bethlehem. So that
the
again.
Where did you say? I thought you said Benwell.
No, in Bethlehem, man.
Oh, Bethlehem.
Well, it would be Benwell, it would be in Benwell, right, in a shed in someone's back garden.
The night in Benwell.
In the northern star would be a police helicopter. You'd have the star, right? This is classes in the air. The donkey, right? The donkey would be in Alsatian, right? Being Alsatian, a big dog, and it would have like them pudgy bear ears on to make it look like a donkey. You know what I mean? So, like, and on the side of it, it would have like Aldi carrier bags or something,
Aye.
like carrying all of like Mary's stuff. So for Mary,
Hanging off its like
Aye.
massive thingy collar. He's what they call press stud collar.
aye, and basically for Mary, I came up with Cheryl Tweedy.
Ah, yes, aye.
Do you know what I mean? And then obviously that then led us to Joseph, and for Joseph, because the kid knows how to graft, and obviously Joseph's a carpenter,
Aye.
I had to look at someone a bit skilled in the trades.
Okay.
Jimmy Neal.
Jimmy Neal.
I'll
I
be the
like it.
same pet.
I like it.
Kid knows how to graft.
He does, aye.
So Jimmy Neal,
Now, what else next to graft? Incy Wincy Spider.
that's true. But you know what it is? That's for a rainy day.
It is. I like it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry,
They're guns.
I'll add that one
So,
in.
but then while we're on obviously the Bethlehem thing, it was more than just them two, wasn't it? You know, it was more than just Joseph and Mary. You had, well, they had to get in the inn first, the innkeeper. Well, again,
Did they have a key, though?
oh, no, man. Don't be silly. It's in Benwell, man.
Now what they had?
What?
One of them things the police use.
That was in one of the Aldi carrier bags. So they went to the door in, like, they knocked on the North Tyneside Council shutter. It was boarded up. It was boarded up.
Because they're not dealing out with these events.
Right.
So that's why it's boarded up.
Aye, everyone's gone because it's been the event on 1 month. So when the bloke comes to the door, because this bloke's used to travelling all over. It will work the same as Jimmy Neal.
Uh-huh.
The innkeeper's Tim Healy. Because he's used to, like, working in hotels and sleeping in them and that, you know. And obviously then he went on to Benidorm, so he knows how to work in hotels. Do you know what I'm saying?
Aye.
But then it didn't stop. Like, once the flow started, it was like 3 wise men. 2 come straight to mind.
Who?
2 Geordies, and always together.
Who?
Always together. TV shows.
Ant and Deck.
Boom, in one. 2 of the 3 wise men. But get this one, right? Police helicopter, right, is the star, right? You've got, like, Mary and Joseph and all that, and obviously, like, there's something going on. By this time, words got run on Facebook. Something's
Someone
gone
else
on.
from Benwell's been knocked up.
Aye, something's gone on, and I've just seen Ant and Deck riding down on 2 ponies, and I don't believe it.
2 Great Danes.
I don't believe it. Coming up short behind them, on the back of a Labrador, is Gaza with a fishing rod, chicken in cans. He'd be like the 3rd wise man.
Well, lads. Listen.
Let us in,
Don't
man.
worry about it. Don't worry about
Let
it.
us in. Jimmy,
I've got the goods.
Joseph, it's your pal Gaza, man. I used to get your season ticket at the Dude. You know, I didn't, couldn't you, right? So Gaza's in there, right? Gaza's in there because he always turns up at the wrong time,
He does,
right?
aye.
But then there was the disciples. Now, this is where I hit a hard one, right? Because Peter was always the one that got stuff done in the Bible.
All right, aye.
And I really couldn't think of a Geordie that got stuff done. Like Rowan Atkinson, but like he plays Mr. Bean. He's not getting outdone.
Tyne with Mr. Bean.
So, well, no, that's gone and all. What I had to get done was, right, I had to then scope my mind further.
Yeah.
And now in this day and age, a man can play a woman can play a man and all that because of the way the world is.
Well, not Jimmy Neal,
Tim Healy.
Tim Healy played Leslie
in Benidorm.
Benidorm.
So for one of the disciples, Peter, who gets stuff done all the time,
Aye.
Brenda Blethyn, Vera,
Oh, aye.
she'll get stuff done.
But what would you... Aye, true.
So she's got to come in as Peter or Pauline, right?
Pauline, aye.
Judas, sorry, like, but there's only one for that, like, Sting. Just forgot where he lived, off he went, so he's up for all that. He turned his back. So Judas, Sting, he got that one. And the Doubting Thomas, right, he's always the one that, like, he kind of go with the flow. He's always like, oh. So the Doubting Thomas, I give to Sam Fender, because he'd probably be hungover. Remember, like, when he went on the news, they were, like, talking about the takeover, and he was just like, I've got a clue. So he'd be the Doubting Thomas, because he would just turn up wrecked with cans. So, like, Sam Fender, like, apologies, bud, but, like, you've got that rule, right? So that then leads with like, obviously we've sorted the event,
Yeah.
everything's happened, right? And then it leads you on to like certain times in the Bible, right? For instance, right? Get this. It leads us on to say when the person walked on water, it was probably on the quayside. It was probably some kid like had his first night on the
Aye.
on the brown hill, and then like come inside and was like, "Hey, check this out," and like went to walk on the water and like didn't happen for him.
Aye.
And then Shearer's come out, Jesus, and he's ready, yeah, kids are gone off, and off he went straight out of the water.
To the princess. What's it called? What's it called?
Tuxedo.
The princess
Aye.
tuxedo.
Aye.
Gone over there.
I'm going with this. You're on the dance floor. Hang on, where you
On
going?
the
Where you going?
on the
Where you going?
revolving dance floor.
Bring us back. Bring us back. Where you going? So that would be the walking on water incident, right? Now, this I've had to take notes on this, right? Because it's a big thing, and we need to get it right. Now, basically, I think water turning into wine. That will be water turning into either Lambrini or Bella.
Bella, definitely.
Right, definitely one of them two. And obviously locations matter in the Bible because everyone's conception in the Bible is heaven and hell.
But do you know what? As a Geordie, if I was gonna get, if someone said to me, "What's your last supper?" Now I've gone.
But hang on though, let us finish, right? Because this is going to hit the nail on the head.
Is it?
Because
Go on,
you've
then.
got to cover heaven and hell.
Aye, true.
Heaven and hell would be St James's Park,
What would
Heaven.
that be? Heaven.
and hell would be just doing the A19, that little football club. Now the other one.
Aye, I know what you mean.
That doing there. That would be hell.
Aye.
So I think that's what it will be, right? Now, hang on. Because what a Jesus big thing as well, right? Because I want to hear where you're going with the Last Supper, because I think you'll have a good idea, because you always have one good idea a day. So I think when he fed the 5,000, I think he fed them stotties.
You reckon?
Stotties. Because I think that's what would have took care of 5,000 people for a long time for stotties.
Stotties.
And obviously, that then leads you to the night that, obviously, the Last Supper you're going to... But can I just tell you first, before we go there, obviously Judas did off, didn't he, at the Last Supper?
He did, aye.
That was Sting going to the taxi rank on the quayside.
Aye.
Aye, I think.
On his way.
Well, he was off, wasn't he?
Aye.
He didn't want to chip in, did he?
No.
So, how well then? What's your bright idea for...
I would definitely, if my Last Supper, I would definitely be Weatherspoons.
Good shout, actually.
But it wouldn't. But you see, the thing is,
But hang on, they had a banquet though. Like,
but you're saying stotties. But what about, right? Chicken rolls.
sausage rolls.
No, chicken rolls. From Greg's, they've opened this new thing called chicken rolls. It's like it's basically a roll, but it's like a sausage roll, but not sausage, just chicken.
So it's a sausage roll, but instead of being pork, it's chicken inside.
Aye.
Shut up, man.
I'm telling you, mint. Absolutely mint.
Are they?
Aye.
I didn't believe you.
Yeah, I've got some.
Shut up, man.
I'm telling you, look at got the good.
Oh!
There.
How do you sneak them in?
I didn't have it. Yeah, we'll try one. But I'll tell you what they're like, right?
This is a first. So Greg's...
Smells like chicken, like.
Aye. Talks like a chicken and all.
Ready?
Aye, Owen.
I like that, man.
Aye. It's acceptable.
It just tastes like a sausage roll.
But
No.
the problem, the bonus point I'll give it is by now, if that had been a sausage roll, I'd have been reaching for the Gaviscon because they riffed up like mad. That it's got like a bit of a smoky flavour to the chicken. It's not just chicken; it's got like a little bit of a flavour to it, like a seasoning. Aye, acceptable.
It's like only I can explain it. It tastes like a what's it called, man? Minty,
Like a chicken roll.
I like a chicken. Like a chicken roll, but it tastes like stuffing.
I like a sage kind of
I like a state, but like a minty kind of.
There's something going on in there, like. But get this right. It's any time to go on episode 5.
Yes,
But I couldn't go, and especially now that you've brought them little numbers out. Obviously, you've been out spending money. Because you brought gifts today. Which is a first for you, and I'm very impressed by that, man. May that continue. It doesn't mean you get a job as one of the wise men bringing gifts.
no,
But
no.
no wonder you're spending money.
Why?
Because you had a big win, didn't you?
Did I?
What happened with your scratch card? Nathan has won 100. Hang on.
£100,000.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what, right? At that moment when I opened that scratch card, scratched it off, and I looked, I was like,
And he didn't even say anything
I'm not gonna lie.
Initially, he was going to pocket and run.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna leave my last. I love that. I love it. I thought 100 grand. I thought I'm away, me.
So obviously, as you've seen,
I was gonna split it here.
Nathan's the kind of bloke that when you talk about AI comes out with Mr. Bean being in the scene in a suit has to be AI. So obviously, it wasn't hard to prank him with a fake scratch card. But needless to say, Nathan literally had his life mapped out before him. And I felt so guilty pulling the rug, but when I did, it was magic. I really wished I'd have filmed it and I could have showed you, but it was absolutely priceless. But needless to say, I probably could get him again because I'll just wait my chance. So the next time I'm going to prank him, I'll be sure to have my phone in us. But you know what it is? It's just good to laugh.
Do you know what, right? That I actually laughed all the way home in the car. I thought, how stupid was that? To even look and think, well, actually, I had 100 grand. And actually, I was going to share it with you. Made it worse.
Bless. You wouldn't have known. You'd have just bought chicken rolls.
I quite like it, actually.
Right, well, on that note,
After the podcast, I'm going to eat the rest.
we're off to finish with chicken rolls. Again, thanks for listening. He's dying. So if he's not here next week, I'll have somebody else in his seat. It'll be AI, be Mr. Bean. But anyways,
Mr. Bean with a suit on.
It's been a pleasure as always. Episode 5, done, dusted. As always, keep up hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button on the social media, follow the post, share the post, comment on the post, and just enjoy what we're doing because we're enjoying it if you're enjoying it. And until that runs out, we'll keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Till next time, take care.
See you very soon, everybody. Adios.
Much love.